right now. I'm dealing with something right now. You understand me?
Why are you treating me so badly? I haven't called you
Because
in a week.
George Kristen has a intensity of trying to talk to Kevin and try to talk and listen to Kevin's and Keith's show online. George Kristen is the name that you're using. The alias that you're using to talk to Kevin.
George.
And Kevin's already pinpointed it.
George, I have not spoke to Kevin in some time.
You talked to him under George
That's
Kristen.
not true, Gigi.
Well, that's your account.
Call Kevin on three-way and I'll tell him.
Look, I don't have time. That's the least of my worries right now. I've got something that I'm dealing with that I got to take care of.
Well, what is going on?
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I worry about it.
George, why are you being a dickhead to me? What have I done so fucking bad?
What haven't you not done?
George, I haven't called you.
You're still talking to Marty McFly. That's the first problem.
That's not true.
You're still talking to Marty McFly. You're still associated with him. That's the first problem. The second problem is you're recording conversations. I know you are. You're going to record conversations. You're doing that right now, probably.
George, my morning customer didn't show up, so I was sitting here and I figured I'd call and see how you've been, because I hadn't talked to you in a week.
I am paying bills right now, and I have a problem with State Farm, and I've got to deal with it. So that's the problem I'm dealing with right now.
What
State
is wrong
Farm
with the insurance?
They're saying they fuck. I got to change agents, and I got to deal with that right now. So I've got that I'm dealing with right now.
What? They're canceling your policy?
They're trying to, yes.
Well, why don't you let me look at the policy and see if
I'm not letting you look at nothing. I'm going down there myself, and I'm changing agents. That's the problem.
Well, are you going to have enough money for the down payment?
I've already paid the insurance right now. They're saying that I owe more.
How much more?
I'm not paying. It's not much, much more to it. I got to get on the horn and talk to
the How much is the money?
Look, I'm not in a good mood right now. I've got to head out the door, and I got to go. Okay,
so how much money do you owe?
I've already paid them $135. That's all they're going to get.
Well, how much do they want?
They're saying that I owe more than that, and I don't owe more than that.
Well, how much is it?
Hey, don't worry about it.
George, I got more money in my change jar. I mean, come on, dude. How much is it?
All right, you want to go ahead and pay the full $567? Go ahead.
Well, George, see if they'll take an extra $100. I can give you that. I'm willing to help you, George.
Look, I know I've got to juggle shit right now. I'm juggling stuff right now, and I'm dealing with this shit. I've got other shit that I'm dealing with right now. Got this, that, and the other. This is the main thing right now.
Well, why are they claiming you're behind $557?
That's the annual that I owe, but they're saying because of the COVID, I took time off from the COVID, got behind and whatnot, so they've broken it down. But I only owe $567 for 6 months. I owe $567 for 6 fucking months. I've already paid $135, so I should be ahead of the game. They're telling me that I'm still behind, a few $100, and I'm not. And the numbers don't equate. It don't equate.
Well, George, the COVID pandemic didn't stop car notes or car insurance payments. It only dealt with rent and cutting off lights.
It dealt with, from what I understand, the COVID. It dealt with the whole 9 yards.
Not at all.
Okay, well, whatever the case is, and that's what I'm dealing with right now.
All right, well, how do we fix it?
What do you mean, how do we fix it?
Well, George, I can help you. I mean, I'll help you.
I'm not, and at what cost?
There is no cost, George. Just don't be a dick when I call, that's all.
Look, I don't, this is a mind fuck is what this is.
George, I'm simply offering to help you. What is the issue?
Because with your help is also a usual casualty or something that I've got to deal with pertaining to these trolls.
George, what are the trolls doing to you? I haven't seen the... Look, this...
The trolls are not doing nothing currently. They're talking like they always do, and they're not doing much of anything. I want to keep it that way. I don't want to deal with those assholes.
George, why would I offer to help you just to mock you? What would I gain from that, Gigi?
All right. Well, what I've got to do right now is I'm going to change agents. If you wanna put some money down on a card towards State Farm after I'm at the new agent's office, then that's fine.
You just come by and pick up cash, George.
I'm not on that side of town. I'm not going to be on that side of town for...
Well, you call me. I have money on cards and such, too. So you call me, and I'll help with the car insurance payment.
All right, look, let me, I've got a shower and shit. Look.
Gigi, come back. Gigi.
Listen, I've been getting a lot of phone calls from trolls.
George, I say your name every time I call.
No, I've been getting calls from trolls the whole time.
George, when I call repeatedly until you answer.
Well, you can email and go that route.
George, I mean, what is the issue? Why can't we talk like normal people? Why do I have to call?
Well, because I have trolls calling up this number.
But George, I'm not a troll.
Yeah, I doubt that. Yeah, well, you are a troll.
What makes me a troll, Gigi?
Your association with Marty McBitch.
I don't associate with Marty.
Yeah, no. Your association with Marty McBitch is what makes you a troll. Okay?
But he and I haven't spoken such a long time.
Okay. Well, I don't know about all that.
I mean, it's true, George.
What do you want?
What happened with State Farm?
I'm switching agents. They got it all. They got my bill all fucked up.
Well, what are they claiming?
That's just it. The woman, the agents in Compton is shit. I gotta get it switched out of there.
Well, George, you didn't pay.
No, I did pay.
But you said you only paid $163.
That's correct. That's more than what I should have paid.
But why don't you owe money?
Look, I don't worry about it, okay? Just don't worry about it.
I mean, George, you know, you got to stop having these Quiocus and Rose blues.
Okay, see, that's when the credibility goes down the shitter.
I'm looking at Discord and they posted something from that.
I'm sure Sean Brennan, the gobbler, is up to the old tricks.
What is a fagalaw?
Well, it's kind of like a groundhog,
I
but the only
keep
difference
seeing
is
them post fagala all the time.
it's kind of like a groundhog, but the only difference is it looks like Sean Brennan.
Oh God, they got some horrible pictures of your teeth. Bob Floyd is his name.
All right, look. Do you care? I don't care to hear any of this. So, what do you have to say?
Well, tell me what's going on in your world.
Dude, I don't tell you nothing. I don't say anything. I'm like Colonel Schultz. I say nothing and I know nothing.
So, George, what's going on with the lawsuit?
What lawsuit?
The wrongful death action.
I don't know what you're talking about, man. That's all a facade.
So you really think they just are talking shit?
I know they're talking shit.
Well, why have the trolls been quiet lately?
I'm not giving them any material. That's why.
Well, what generally happens, though, is when this happens, they're building something.
They can build whatever they want. They have no control over my life. They have no control over my life. And if they're going to build something, then there's going to be repercussions. There will be repercussions, and I will retaliate. Till then, I don't give a fuck.
Well, George, think about it. Has Kristen been bothered lately?
Kristen is. Actually, I haven't spoken with her in a few days. Actually.
What are y'all fighting about?
Oh, we're not fighting. Not fighting at all.
What has she been doing?
So why do you need to know that?
I'm just wondering about her.
You don't need to wonder about her. I know you're obsessed about her. I know that.
I stuck my dick in her pussy.
Yeah, well, that's what you wish you did that.
George, if you ask her, she'll probably admit to it.
No.
I paid her $40 that night.
Yeah, well, look, you know goddamn well that when you go in that damn place, you fucking wobble on the damn pole. So.
I have been on the pole, yes.
Yeah, and you fucking wobble. It's like a weeble.
I engage in anal sex, George. What can I say?
I really did need to know that. Okay, what else? What's so earth shattering right now?
Well, how's Sherry and her pussy?
Sherry is quite well, thank you very much.
I haven't heard anything from her lately.
You don't need to hear anything from her. She's not going to hear it. You won't hear anything from her.
But
you won't get work from her.
Oh, they'll find her soon enough. Don't worry.
They're not going to find her. They're not going to find her at all. And if they do find her, she'll close the phone in their face.
Yeah, but how long? How long will she hold true?
She knows all about this shit that's going on. I told her about this shit, and she thinks it's ridiculous.
What do you think of the protesting going on downtown?
I think it's played out.
I was down there when they tear gassed us the other night.
Okay, I doubt that seriously.
I bought the tear gas pens home. I'll take pictures and
look. What do you want?
I want Gorgeous George's take on this protest in Richmond and why Mayor Stoney's allowing it to happen and why people like you believe it's okay to let them destroy the city.
No, I don't think it's okay for them to do that. I don't think it's okay at all.
But George, these black people are doing whatever they want, and if somebody says nigger, what's the end of the world?
Look, man, I know what you're trying to do, and you're not getting me to go there.
Why, George? Because I'm man enough to say what I actually feel.
Yeah, but you're trying to get me to say something, and I'm not going to say it.
George, why am I trying to get you to say something? I went down there and protested myself. I'm probably the one who threw that bottle.
Protested about what?
White Lives Matter. I went down there. I was on the news. I spray painted on the Arthur Ashe monument White Lives Matter and then cleaned it off.
All right, whatever.
Look at your Channel 12 app. You'll see me.
I bet. Probably need to see you in an orange jumpsuit.
Why, George? The people they're allowed to spray paint our monuments. I'm allowed to spray paint theirs.
Yeah. So you spray paint Arthur Ashe, huh?
Yes, sir. I put White Lives Matter all over it. I took
over the Arthur Ashe statue.
Yes, I took pictures.
You did you? Okay, well, send some pictures over.
I will. I'll send you a picture of me doing it.
You're nuts, man. Fucking nuts.
I'll send you a picture of me doing it.
They would have had you in a Cusco.
Why?
Put you in a fucking straitjacket.
Well, all the other niggas are doing it.
Hey, you you have no fucking no couth, man.
George, they're destroying our city.
You have no couth. I understand what is going on, but you understand there's a lot of Caucasians also too that are involved in that.
Well, why do you think we're down there, George?
There are a lot of Caucasians that are drumming the right as well. So there you go.
I don't see what the problem is, George. These people are destroying our city. Our police are doing nothing about it.
Well, they can't. Their hands are tied.
Why? Tell me, what is it? Why?
Their hands are tied because LeVar Stoney has already made it that these people can't be arrested.
So when I go down there and throw shit at the cops, it's okay.
Well, you try to assault the cop, then that's not going on. That's not going to fly.
They're throwing shit in their general direction. If it happens to land on them, they shouldn't have been in the way.
Okay, well, you're not helping the situation at all.
I am helping the situation.
Yeah,
I'm defending right and freedom.
Look, I doubt very seriously that you've been any part of any of that.
George, I was at when they did the one in the car at Monument Avenue.
All right, well, send me the picture of you doing graffiti on Arthur Ashe. I'd like to see. I doubt that seriously. Let's see graffiti on Arthur Ashe. Let me see that. I doubt that seriously. I doubt that very seriously.
New message.
All right, look, anything else?
I'm sending it to you.
Uh-huh. All right, anything else?
Yeah, we need to talk about the lawsuit.
There's no lawsuit.
There is a lawsuit.
No, there's no fucking lawsuit. Not at all. Because I would have known, and my buddy in the Richmond Times-Dispatch would have called me.
Well, they haven't filed it yet, George. They
haven't filed it because it has no substance. It has no fucking substance whatsoever.
Tell me this. Why?
Like, I'm going to tell you something. I call it the bluff. I call the bluff of the lawsuit. I call the bluff of the lawsuit. I call the bluff of a lot of shit.
But tell me this.
But nothing.
Why is the evidence so cumulative?
What evidence is that?
Her 911 call, the protective order.
First of all, there was no protective order.
The interview with the Spanish guy that Marty did.
There is no protective order at all, and that Mexican guy was jealous of me. The Mexican guy was jealous of me. Who else? Did you also interview did they interview the Jewish guy?
No. They did talk to the Mexican.
Uh-huh. Yeah, well, that Mexican obviously was it's not credible at all. That Mexican was not credible at all. He was jealous.
Think about it, George. It looks like, from all points, that she was just a trick you got hooked on.
You know what? I'm not on stand.
And I'm not trying to put you on there.
What's that?
I'm not trying to put you on the stand.
I'm not on stand, so I'm not sure what you're trying to get at.
What I'm trying to tell you is it looks to me...
It looks like nothing. It looks like a bunch of fucking nonsense, what it looks like.
If you look at the evidence as it is...
There is no evidence. There's no fucking evidence whatsoever. It's a fucking joke. It's a joke. I call the bluff of it. Okay? I call the bluff. I call the bluff. I call the bluff of it.
I wish it was that easy.
Yeah, well, it is that easy. Now, what else? What other craptastic, shitty thing you have to say?
How is the car note being paid?
It's being paid. I've already paid about a couple grand on the damn thing.
But you're running so far behind on the insurance.
No, not particularly.
It seems pretty behind to me.
Well, I don't. You think what you want to think, okay? Just because you think it, and just because you think it in your mind that it's true, doesn't make it so. Okay? You can think, have a grander illusions of grandeur, okay, and think it's so, and think real hard and make it so, but it ain't gonna be so.
I don't think that you violently raped her. I think that she got incapacitated and you just took the pussy. That's not the same as rape.
I don't care what you think.
I just know your personality traits, George. I know what makes you tick, and I know how you operate.
You don't know a goddamn thing about me at all.
You enjoy the chase of women, and you knew that she was so young that she would, not freely get.
First of all, Sherlock, there was only a 10-year difference between her and I.
Only.
So there's not much of a difference. 10 years ain't shit. Secondly, we had consensual sex.
I'm not saying you forced yourself.
She was in my bed.
Yeah.
Laying in my bed, enjoying everything that I was doing.
She just gave in. It was easier that way. She did the dope before you had sex, didn't she?
We had consensual sex.
And I'm not
consensual sex.
I'm not disputing.
Not like what you were having with that fucking underage guy named Zachary.
But she did the dope before y'all had the consensual sex, right?
All right. This conversation will now cease to exist.
George, it's important for you to understand that there's a difference between desiring you and allowing you to do it.
You can twist it up, change the narrative as much as you fucking want, but in the end of the day, you can't change the narrative because you weren't fucking there. You weren't fucking there. You had no fucking clue what was going on at the time. So you have to live vicariously through me. How fucked up is that? That you have to live vicariously through me and regurgitate something that you have nothing to do about.
I'm not saying you forced anything. I'm saying after she got high, she realized that that was the understanding you two had, whether unsaid or not, that you